morning. I've been a little lax in the past 2 weeks because I've been, up and down with my health. I sent Adam a gift to the main Dragonlance channel. I had an extra copy of the Companions floating around. So, yeah, he got it and reviewed it. So he did recommend my channel. Thanks for that one, Adam. I definitely appreciate it. He got his monetization back. I thought, honestly, mentioning my channel might hurt his channel, but it didn't. So, I'm glad that it didn't, him mentioning my channel didn't hurt his. So, that was actually good news to hear. He got his monetization back. So, guys, if you can, go subscribe to the main Dragonlance channel. It is the most prominent channel on YouTube for Dragonlance. Me, I'm a small-time guy. I'm not monetized. But anyways, we help each other out. We're one hell of a community, okay? Okay, I got a whole bunch of stuff today for you. I made sure that this time I got a bunch of stuff to run for you. Last week, I did a version of the Kender Mourning song and sang it. I've got a little bit better handle on it now. The Kender Mourning song was originally in Leaves of the End of the Last Home, and it was also featured in the novel Kendermore after Gazella died. Okay, now I've got a version of this that I decided to sing, and I'll go ahead and sing it for you. Okay. Alright, are we rolling here? Alright. Always before the spring return, the bright world in its cycle spun, in air and flowers, grass and fern, assured and cradled by the sun. Always before you could explain the turning darkness of the earth, and how that dark embraced the rain, and gave the ferns and flowers birth. Already I forget these things, and how a vein of gold survives the mining of 1,000 springs, the season of 1,000 lives. Now winter is my memory, now autumn, now the summer light. So every spring from now will be another season into night. And then it just resumes. Always before the spring return, the bright world in its cycle spun, in the air and flowers, grass and fern, assured and cradled by the sun. Always before you could explain the turning darkness of the earth, and how that dark embraced the rain, and gave the ferns and flowers birth. Already I forget these things, and how a vein of gold survives the mining of 1,000 springs, the season of 1,000 lives. Now winter is my memory, now autumn, now the summer light. So every spring from now will be another season into night. I'm glad Fondue isn't here to see this, said Woodrow. He's better off rampaging through Rosslavigan. Wiping away a tear, the human straightened Gazella's auburn tresses and brushed the dust from her pale cheeks because it would have mattered to her. Tasselhoff's hoopak served as a simple marker for the grave. We're going on to Kendermore for Gazella. That is Kendermore by Mary Kirchhoff. Okay. Alright, guys, I'm going to run you some audio here that I've just pulled up. Let me make sure that we're running here. Okay. Let's see here. This is Joe's stream. You know how this goes. Come on. Okay. Let's see what we got here, guys. Okay. It might. Let's see if I'm... Alright, we're good. We are good, y'all. Alright. Sweet. Okay. Let me go ahead and get everything acclimated here. Let's go to the map here. I'm going to point you at we're going back to Northern Ergoth today. Alright. Let's see here. Let's get her turned around here. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do. Okay. We're going to Northern Ergoth today. You can see it. There we go. There we go. You can see my dragon orb. Yep. I got it marked down on the fucking paper today. Okay. What I'm covering today, guys, I'll bring it up and I'll show you what I'm talking about here. Ergoth has giant bees, okay? Now, in the Dragonlance game, Shadow Sorcerer, you do come across some giant bees. There's giant bees in the Dragons of Flame game, so they're in the Dragonlance pantheon of monsters and baddies. But Ergoth has giant honeybees, okay? All right, this was originally a segment that I had attached to the segment that I'd run on Northern Ergoth. I'd added some stuff and addendums that I'd forgotten to put in the comments and didn't get a chance to run. So I went ahead and wrote them out, and I'll go ahead and run them now. Okay? So give me just a second here, guys. Okay? All right. We rolling? Okay. Hold on just a second here. Let me get acclimated here. All right. Do. Let me. Okay. There's that. All right. We're gonna go to. Okay. Go to gameplay. There we go. All right. Okay. Say it's gonna start right here. Okay, it was at the end of the last one that I did. Okay, let's see if this thing will roll. Okay.
The adjoining Tundra Valley to the south and DM's notes a giant bee apiary maintained by Ergothian gnomes and an elfish druid, sister as Kuro, rumors describe her eyes an elf with skin, hair and eyes the color of honey. She wears an encrusted set of goggles or glasses. These are multifaceted and shine like a black onyx resembling something akin to a bee's eyes and antennae. When she speaks, it's naturally in a smooth somber but buzzing, murmuring tone. In addition, she has mastered some sort of psionic that enables the power of levitation, telepathy and most importantly allows her to communicate with the hive mother of giant bees that inhabit the many tunnels and sometimes the cliffside caves and massive mountain forests leading onto the trails of the adjoining Tundra Valley to the south and west. Massive amounts of wildflowers and pollen-bearing plants and trees of all sizes and description are abundant in Ergoth in both its mountains, plains, and forest regions. Fauna in Ergoth are big. The bee tunnels are guarded primarily to prevent unwary explorers from disturbing the hive. The gnomes often collect the largest amounts of honey when the bees move farther into the tunnels to hibernate in the winter, and the leftover openings are brimming with wax and gallons of honey so thick it's dripping from the combs, so thick you could drown in it. Any human or non-approved Kender or gnomes who attempt to enter the tunnels without permission risk confronting the queen drones or from swarms that sisters of AS Kuro can send after anyone who recklessly disturb the tunnels. Hornets, bees and wasps of all sizes and descriptions can be summoned by this druid, and she has total control over what goes on in her hive. Most adventurers who make the trip are summarily disarmed by her security drones. Sometimes these are bees and sometimes these are human or demi-humans who are charmed into defending her at any cost. AS Kuro is somewhat an neutral to the plight of human or demi-humans unless it affects the hive mother. She reacts adversely to the slightest infraction from anyone attempting to harm her bees. Kender and gnomes are only allowed into the tunnels because of all creatures. Hij will harvest amounts of flowers and hard to extract waste clippings from hay and other plants. These are deposited to use by the cave Kender tenders who bring wagon and cartloads of roughage for the bees to come through. Gnome and coolie dwarfs often spread this refuse in a thick carpet along the openings of the tunnels where the bees are known to come into land before entering the tunnels. They seem to produce twice the amounts of honey by doing this. It seems many Kender find it fascinating but amazed it's extremely terrifying to humans who aren't aware a giant bee coming into land produces air from their wings, which in turn kicks up a lot of pollen. The Kenders will stand like air traffic controllers as the bees fly in. sometimes Astrid Damaris AS, a guest, of Sister AS Kuro will help, anoint, or bless the bees coming in at certain times where she stands within an alcove and sprays water and throws flowers AS, an elvish druid anoints each bee AS. It flies into the cave inlet. It's much a sight to see with Astrid in her chantry of Shislev regalia, a mask and goggles covering her face as she and a few acquired helpers make considerable effort to spread pollen-laden flowers and plants as they pet the giant bee. Yes, I said pet. Humans do not pet bees, and certainly not giant ones, but have you ever seen a Kender great a giant honeybee or bumble asterisk by petting the bee and rubbing it down with pollen, careful to not touch the stinger. Don't frighten the bee. Yes, it must like you first. How do we do this? I am a corlite asterisk with the chantry of Shislev. Don't touch bee stinger, silly human. Sister Astrid Damaris makes much progress with the bees and bumbles when she visits. She pets and pats many bees. Yes, the bumbles have their uses too because they pollinate the same flowers and pollen-bearing plants that the giant honeybees produce. Astrid has become popular around the apiary during springtime and Juletide for her ability to calm the bees when the gnomes and Kender arrive at the cave mouths to collect the honey crocs and attempt to avoid goblins, and raiders looking to assault the caravans and steal the heart to acquire beeswax and honeycomb. Although the acolytes as they are called in Northern Ergoth are somewhat confined to the northern tip. The term acolyte is a colloquially broad term in Ergoth applied to most people outside the Solemnic Charter or the Emperor's Dictum. The chantry of Shislev is steadfast to nature and is lawful natural, hence they themselves are considered allied with the acolytes as they somewhat oppose the intrusion of outside influence, most notably the Emperor or the Solemnic or even the Elfen Sylvanesti and Cagonesti, who maintain a begrudging alliance with the acolytes simply because they oppose a sanctioned human expansion into Northern Ergoth. Anyone who opposes the dragon army but also does not trust the Solemnic Legion falls in the category of acolyte. Many native Ergothians have joined the loose contingents of acolyte rebels across Northern Ergoth. Some are for the cause of liberating Ergoth and its nature from the confines of industry and the intrusion of Solemnics and Sylvanesti elves, who in turn lick the boats of an emperor who they tolerate but see as weak. Most of the difficult or rational thinking jobs, however, are left to a handful of Ergothian humans and elves that tend to Sister AS Kuro AS. She rarely meets or speaks with anyone outside her emissaries. The Hilo Snowball and Sled Festival, held on one of Sentinel Peak's tallest slopes at the apex of winter, bobsled and gnomish inner tubes crossing at dazzling speed across the snow as the morning sun snow blinds the crowd. After the War of the Lands, a regional Ergothian stage play by Kender no less tell the tale of Tasselhof in Icewall. A certain person is picked to be the walrus at the climax of the play representing Vildestanoy Quart. Kender children will of the year at the Monster & Co. Cuckoo ga Joop, and pelt it with confetti, and at which the walrus throws back sweets and toys to make them stop their torment. Some enterprising Kender youths will try to hold the walrus and make him cough up more sweets unless an adult steps in. This later culminates in a large bonfire and the consuming of much ale or hot chocolate. Kenders build elaborate snowball forts and hold a sanctioned mock kingdom battle against clans. Rules are no rocks or things that can seriously hurt snowballs only, but it isn't against the rules to pay on the snowball as long as you lob it at the flag holder. 2 teams all out snow battle ending with the winners getting a hot bath in a barrel with pretty Kendermates to dry your clothes. Losers have to gather up soppy stinky wet clothes and go help the Kendermates dry them out. Then everybody gets to open a present because every Kender festival has presents or toys or sweets or something really interesting happening.
Alright, guys, what do you think of that? That was pretty good, wasn't it? Okay, we'll be right back. Get you something to drink. Get you a smoke. It's a good Sunday morning. We got a good show, folks. We'll be right back. we're back. Okay. The next chapter is I should have put a DragonLance thing right next to it just to signify that's what this was, but we'll use this. Yeah, we'll use that. No, that's Ravenloft. Damn it. There we go. There we go. At least we got a little bit of the DragonLance thing peeking right there. Okay. DragonLance. All right. See, I can cheat. Put that in front of the camera. Okay. DragonLance. We're doing the budget method here. This is a Kender stream. Okay. All right. Logo. And this segment's called Fizban Trades Hats. Oh yeah. Okay, this is part of the Burfoot project. This is just a little something I've written up. At some point, the little Kender maid gets a hold of Fizban's hat. You'll see. Just a second. Oh boy. Okay, hold on just a second. Let me pull it up. Alright, we're going to. Oh shit. Whoops. Okay, let's go back to. Okay. Alright. Just a second here, guys. Let me pull up this last one here. Okay. Off. Turn that off for a second. Okay. Turn this one on. I hope the fuck this ain't broadcasting my damn. Okay, yeah. Okay, good deal. I don't want to do that. Okay, here we go. Here it is. Alrighty. Sorry about that, guys. It took me a while to get back from break and get my shit together here. Okay. Here we roll. Here we roll. Okay. Blink. There we go. Okay, guys. Alright. Alright, I'm going to tweet this one at the Dragon Orb. I know. Like to have the Dragon Orb. What the fuck is it? Next question. I think my camera froze on me, guys. I figure what's going on with this camera here. Whoops. I think it kind of stopped on me in just a second. Hold on a minute, guys. I'll have to reboot the camera here just a second. Let me go back and. Well, shit. Yeah, I did. I fucked the camera up. Hold on just a second here, guys. Let me get the camera situated and let me fix this fucking camera real quick. Okay. Well, I ain't worried about the camera. Piss on it. Fuck that camera. Hold on a minute. We'll reset the camera here in just a second. Yeah, I moved it. That's what happened. And it blanked out, so it fucked with it. Let me see if I can reboot it. I hope this doesn't fuck this up when I pull this. Okay, let me back in. Okay, there we go. There we go, Pink. Oh, there we go. We're back, baby. All right, cool. That didn't take me nothing, and it didn't hurt. Okay, good deal. Good fucking deal. Guys, sorry about that. It took just a minute or two. Okay, we ready? We fucking ready. We ready. We ready. We ready. We ready. Okay, you can probably see half of it on the screen already, guys. So I'll go ahead and we'll run this. All right.
Astrid, you are not helping things with the way you are acting. Tas tried not to laugh at her but immediately broke into a grin only to lose it when she hissed and kicked at him while being held up in midair by fistbands attached to the top of her little head. Magic hat. Astrid squealed and puffed until the tips of her little pointed ears were reductie, is stupid silly thing will not come off. Astrid kicked her feet and shouted. We have no other magic uses here to help us. Kussentas. Kom help Sir Maiere, grab mijn feet, but be careful and do not pull mine britches down you silly butte. I do not wish to show mine hiney, careful now, grab mine feet and do not stretch me like goatsucker jerky you silly naughty boys. It's not working. Tanis let go of the het AS dit caramon, and the Kendermaid floated back into the air to hover just slightly off the ground. Astrid did a somersault and accidentally almost flipped right into Tanis with her feet, knocking him down. I don't think the pink and lavender suits Fizban all that well either, his it isn't a budging. I hate to think this Kender is going to be flying around crying with Fizban's het on her head, until a dragon sees her and decides to make her a tasty snack. Tanis grabbed het brim and yanked Ice the same time Tas tried to help by grabbing her legs. Astrid's leggings were already loose, so it did exactly as she had asked us to not let it do. Eek. The Kendermaid pulled up her breeches with one hand and slapped us while trying to kick and pull her it out of the head. Bastard, nee you not look at mine hiney. Avert your eyes you naughty duckweasel. A lady is in distress and you are laughing. No Astrid, Tanis held back a gevaar and smirk. It's certainly not funny, I'm glad Laurana isn't here at the moment to see this, or maybe she could help with a spellcraft of some sort. Raistlin would opt for cutting off your head, right Caramon? If we can't get this thing off her, we might have to use a sword. Caramon winced as he held up the het brim with the squealing cursing irritated Kendermaid attached to it. It was stuck fast and no amount of grabbing or pulling on it was going to remove it. Worse yet the intermittent and ear-splitting squeals from the irritated Kendermaid cost both Caramon and even Fizban to let go of her, but bizarrely, like she demonstrated before Astrid, was still capable of hovering just off the ground or in any conceivable direction as long as Fizban's it was stuck on her head. But she had already flown around with it, and that was very neat, but now she wanted it off. Right now. Irritated, she threw herself forward, stopping just an inch from the ground, her little legs defying physics as if she were making a snow angel. This is your fault, Fizban. You silly old vaartgobbel wizard you. That is mine haat. You have it on your head. Sir Majere, if you are done farting around pardon my silly little pun after eating all that Kenderpak, please get me mine back. The Kendermaid squealed again as Caramon and Tanis lifted her into midair again trying to wrench the head off her head. To no avail, she was stuck fast, with her little legs kicking in the air. This time she became red-faced and kicked and punched Caramon so hard in the arms it was all he could not to grit his teeth in pain, but hold his tongue in amusement that the Kendermaid's squealing was so comical but obviously not funny. Astrid pointed to the top of Fizban's bevetlet who was no more capable of casting any spells, and still could they talk. Regardless of this, he claimed to be blithely unaware of the small pointed pink gnome head with a flowing purple tassel perched atop his head, making it look all the more like a dunce cap on Fizban. For the time being, Astrid and Fizban had traded heads.
Astrid, you're not helping things with the way you're acting. Tars tried not to laugh at her, but immediately broke into a grin only to lose it when she hissed and kicked at him while being held up in midair by Fizban's hat attached to the top of her little head. Magic heart! Astrid squealed and puffed until the tips of her little pointed ears were red. Ist stupid silly thing will not come off. Astrid kicked her feet and shouted. We have no other magic users here to help us. Cousin Tars. Come help Sir Magia, grab mine feet, but be careful and do not pull mine britches down you silly button. I do not wish to show mine hiney, careful now, grab mine feet and do not stretch me like goat sucker jerky you silly naughty boys. It's not working. Tanis let go of the hat as did Karamorn and the Kender maid floated back into the air to hover just slightly off the ground. Astrid did a somersault and accidentally almost flipped right into Tanis with her feet, knocking him down. I don't think the pink and lavender suits Fizban all that well either, his hat isn't budging. I'd hate to think this Kender is going to be flying around Krynn with Fizban's hat on her head, until a dragon sees her and decides to make her a tasty snack. Tanis grabbed the hat brim and yanked at the same time Tars tried to help by grabbing her legs. Astrid's leggings were already loose, so it did exactly as she had asked Tars to not let it do. Eek! The Kender maid pulled up her breeches with one hand and slapped Tars while trying to kick and pull her head out of the hat. Bastard, nay you not look at mine hiney. Avert your eyes you naughty duck weasel. A lady ist in distress and you are laughing. No Astrid, Tanis held back a guffaw and smirk. It's certainly not funny, I'm glad Larunner isn't here at the moment to see this, or maybe she could help with a spellcraft of some sort. Raistlin would opt for cutting off your head, right Karamorn? If we can get this thing off her, we might have to use a sword. Karamorn winced as he held up the hat brim with the squealing cursing irritated Kender maid attached to it. It was stuck fast and no amount of grabbing or pulling on it was going to remove it. Worse yet, the intermittent and ear-splitting squeals from the irritated Kender maid caused both Karamorn and even Fizban to let go of her, but bizarrely like she'd demonstrated before, Astrid was still capable of hovering just off the ground or in any conceivable direction as long as Fizban's hat was stuck on her head. But she had already flown around with it, and that was very neat, but now she wanted it off. Right now. Irritated, she threw herself forward, stopping just an inch from the ground, her little legs defying physics as if she were making a snow angel. Dist is your fault, Fizban. You silly old fart gobble wizard you. That is mine heart. You have it on your head. Sir Magia, if you are done farting around, pardon my silly little pun after eating all that Kender pack, please get me mine hat back. The Kender maid squealed again as Karamorn and Tanis lifted her into midair again, trying to wrench the hat off her head. To no avail, she was stuck fast with her little legs kicking in the air. This time, she became red-faced and kicked and punched Karamorn so hard in the arms it was all he could not to grit his teeth in pain, but hold his tongue in amusement that the Kender maid's squealing was so comical, but obviously not funny. Astrid pointed to the top of Fizban's befuddled head, who was no more capable of casting any spells and still couldn't talk. Regardless of this, he claimed to be blithely unaware of the small pointed pink gnome hat with a flowing purple tassel perched atop his head, making it look all the more like a dunce cap on Fizban. For the time being, Astrid and Fizban had traded hats.
Alright, y'all. That's pretty good, isn't it? We'll be right back. Alright, guys, we're back. Woo! Alright, we're going to look at a little bit of Dragon Magazine here. Let's see what we can get here, guys. Oh, here we are. Okay. We'll come up with a little bit of Dragon Magazine here. Let's see what we'll go out here. I had some vintage DragonLance ads that I've posted on my YouTube on the post part, but like I said, I definitely appreciate you, Adam, for giving me a shout out. I wanted to try to keep it on the down low, but like I said, the only reason being I was worried that it was going to affect your channel, because mine's not monetized, and one, I cuss and use the King's English and smoke, and DragonLance is PG-13. I didn't want to negatively affect your impact, but obviously it didn't, because they gave you your monetization back. That's pretty cool. They gave you your monetization back. That's pretty good. I am not monetized. No, I don't need to be. I'm retired. I do this purely for the love of the game, y'all. I got nowhere else to go. Yep. Ed Greenwood. Man is an absolute national treasure. You better start talking to these fellas while they're here. Twilight 2000. That's cool. A car dual track. The biggest Car Wars supplement ever. That's pretty cool. I'm sorry, guys. I should slow down a little bit when I do these. Here, let me zoom it in a little bit. That out? I'm going to look here on the screen here when I zoom in. Let me see what it does on my secondary monitors. I think that's enough. I don't know if it's going to make it harder to... Let me go back one. I'll try to go slow enough to where you can read it. A lot of stuff with Battle Force. FASA. Amazing stories. But look at all the stuff that they advertised for. Amazing stories. So they own that. That's weird. Bushido, see? This was before anything else. And they actually were pitching this in 83. I think that's where this is from. Well, one of these is from 83. I don't know what year this is. I'll have to go back and look. It says, no, this is June 1986. This is June of 86. But look at there. Heroes Unlimited. And yes, the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. And this, okay, get this shit, guys. All right, the Ninja Turtles were just then coming up on the cartoon radar. Okay, you got to remember that their kids hadn't quite started playing with Ninja Turtles just yet. It was still an obscure comic book that was starting to get big, and they were already starting to do the role-playing thing at that time. Okay, that's how important. That's why people like Max from Legion of Myth talk about the Ninja Turtles games, because yeah, it was. I can remember seeing an ad for it, and it. Yeah, I remember my grandparents saying, you don't want nothing to do with that. It was that Dungeons and Dragons. And at the time, I didn't know what Dungeons and Dragons was. But that's what they said it pertained to. Look at that. Oh, look at that. They made Bushido miniatures. Is that not the cat's ass? Zoom in on them. I can't see them too well on that. See them a little bit. I mean, there. Look at the dragons. That's pretty cool. I could sit for hours and look at this stuff, guys. Guys, you can find most of these on Internet Archive. You type in Dragon Magazine and go to their text section on Internet Archive, and most of them, they have a huge collection there. You wouldn't be able to go through it in a week. I mean, it's an ungodly amount of stuff. Shit took years for people to upload. This stuff is no longer in print, guys. None of this shit is in print anymore. Even the stuff that they had is no longer in print. They can't. A lot of this stuff belongs to other companies that are dead companies. So some of it is actually. Look at that. That's the original player character record sheets. Holy shit. That's an 86. So Bill would have one of those. I don't have those. That's the Dungeons and Dragons player character record sheets. That was updated, but yeah, Bill would have those. Yep. Oh, incidentally, I had posed that question to somebody about that. Yeah. If you have a dwarf character, no, you cannot use it to cheese and get a free detect magic spell on a cursed magical item because they have a chance to fail the check. If they fail the fucking check, they have to wear the cursed item, even regardless of the effects. It stays stuck on their head. But I'd asked Bill about that, and he said, no, you get absolutely nothing for free. Them old school DMs are like that. Yeah, you don't get to cheese or build the damn. If he thinks that you're doing it to cheese one of his monsters or him NPCs, he'll fuck you. Yeah, he don't care. That's for unless you're stating the obvious, especially if you're trying to cheese the rules. No, you don't do that. Yeah, we don't do builds. I don't do builds. In all honesty, no. Tournament play might be a little bit different, but I don't do builds. Fuck that. No. Utilities menu allows you to restart a party. A truly unique addition to Wizardry. See, look at this. They're talking about early. Yeah. Tim Holt, this would be of interest to you, dude. Check this out. The issue number. Let me get him the issue number again. What page are we on? 44. I got to get to the point with this man because, man, Dragon number 110. It's 1986, June. June 1986. But look that up, man. Alright, let me get back to it. I'll give him a shout out too. I'll watch some of his stuff. He's a physicist. He needs a poor guy. You get a lot of people to go up and talk a lot of bullshit to him, and this is a man who he teaches physics, and so he needs a T-shirt that says "Back the fuck off, man. I'm a scientist," like Bill Murray. All right, but anyways, he's also interested in the gaming stuff, the role of computers. Hartley and Patty Lesser. Huh. Gaming with software. Yeah. It was when it was in its infancy. 86, yeah. But see, this is what it looked like. Early AOL would have looked like this. 86, 87. We're talking old school. But see, that's how they set these things up. Yes. It's all about simulation, guys. So, yes, role-playing does have a lot of aesthetic to everything that you see nowadays. To be able to conceptualize, it all come down to that basic problem solving. It's like a form of math, I guess, and that's how they describe it. It's amazing how it transcends the boundaries of just everything, the procedure. You can build a video game by following tabletop role-playing game dictum. That's what's so fascinating. paint sets. There you go, Bill. The Armory. Company's probably long since, I don't know. Maybe they're still in business. Dragon Magazine. That was still pricey at that time. I can tell you right now, in 1986 money, that was like $10. It was not cheap. That was not cheap at all. The House in Frozen Lands. Yeah. That's pretty cool. Look at that. They got it all mapped out too. See, that's cool. That's cool. See, that's a issue of Dragon Magazine that's actually worth a shit. They were all worth a shit, guys. It's history. You know, they hit and missed like everything else. There was a lot of work went into this kind of stuff. It's so cool. Monoculus, Selection Library, AC6, Movement 6, HD2, hit points 11. Is killed, Ulea was up for 2 hit points of damage. So in other words, it's attached to a wizard. That's cool. Yeah, go look it up. Hell yeah. That is cool. I'm trying to see if we find any Dragonlance ads. They would have them by then. Nancy Varian Berberick. She wrote some Dragonlance stuff. She sure did. This is just something else she wrote called The Wizard's Boy. I'm looking to see how many pages it is. You think the thing would read it? I don't know. You can look it up. If I get enough requests, if you mail me and find something you want me to run something out on audio, mail me. Okay? Get a hold of me on YouTube and leave a comment on this video. Okay? Twitch, I don't get to check the comments on Twitch too much when we're rolling. I don't know why. I don't know. Their interface is kind of clunky. But we deal with it. Let me see what else we got here. Look at this. Holy fucking shit. Written by Jeff Grubb. Oh my lord. It's the stats for Ghost Rider. Holy fucking shit. How you like this shit? Holy fucking shit, guys. Yeah. It's Ghost Rider. That's pretty cool, ain't it? Yeah. Ain't that cool? See, TSR did so much stuff with the darn comics. It was so cool. Look at that. Going for a swim. Underwater action in Star Frontiers. Yeah, this was artificial gill suits. Holy shit. Awesome. Contracting the bends. Rules for contracting the bends, y'all. Holy fucking shit. Yeah, that blow your mind, don't it? Oh, boy. That is so cool. Underwater combat. Look at that. Look at there. Look at there. You want to do Bond shit? James Bond? Underwater combat bullshit? There you go. There you go. Oh, my God. Piece the action, new secret site for Paranoia. Yeah, Paranoia was a weirdly written game. It really was. But their artwork was, yeah, data bank. Villains and vigilantes. Oh, it's just so cool. Walk down memory lane, y'all. And some of this stuff, I'm discovering for the first time. Foster, he did a lot of dirty shit for Easy Riders. Some of these artists, I've seen some of their dirtier cartoons, but, well, that's it then. I've lost the initiative. Yeah, you're fucked. You rolled the. I don't know. You can roll a 1 on an initiative roll. I guess if somebody has a modifier that pushes the initiative past 0. Let's have proper weapon selection. Used to carry a Lucerne hammer. Imagine my embarrassment when I found out it was a pole arm. Huh? A pole arm. Okay. Must have been squashed flat. I don't know. I have no clue. Snarf Quest. Take your boots off. Guns in a fantasy setting. I don't know what that is, but puffing on his pipe. Oof. What the fuck did he do? That ring of fire. Ain't gonna last everything. Spooks couldn't send these foreigners a packing. Let's see how they reckon with a swarm of big old yellow jackets. It's a one-eyed cyclops fending off bees. Bees. Look there. That looks like a little bit like Pez right there, but that's a human. But yeah, he's got the same hairdo. Even the dog's laughing. Ah! Now y'all get back to where you belong. Be smart, he'll head for the creek. Ah! Crunch. Oh lordy, holy mackerel! I didn't mean to. What? Oh. Dum 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 dum. I didn't mean to. What? You fuck now, buddy. That's cool. Dragon Magazine had been out 10 years in '86. Look at that. Iron Crown Enterprises. Token Enterprises. Games Workshop. Scandinavia sold as Target Games. Jedco in New Zealand. Blackwood. See, they sold out licensing to these different gaming companies. It was very hard to get stuff for J.R. Tolkien though, because it was just they guarded that shit like a horde. Huh. All right, guys. Hold on just a minute, and we'll be right back. Alright, guys. Hold on just a second here. Okay. Another Ravenloft ad. Okay. Double check on this thing, make sure I'm rolling good. So far, so good. All right. All right. We're doing damn good, y'all. We're doing damn good. This has been a good stream. I think so, anyway. All right. I'll go back and watch it when we're done. Not to stick my tongue up my own asshole. I'm not somebody who goes and obsessively watches my own streams. Of course, I don't know. I tend to, see where I can improve. At least make it enjoyable. I don't want to be boring, okay? If it gets boring, then there's no need of doing it. And I don't want to be boring. I don't ever want to be boring. I hate it when people are boring, okay? I don't like being bored. You don't like being bored. This is August 1990. Ken Whiting's cover the issue. Okay, now here's something. Here's a decent argument. All right, guys. I've said this before, and I don't know if anybody agrees with it. When, in reference to this little article right here, okay, in Dragon Magazine articles and Dungeons & Dragons game material alike, I've noticed something about a certain perspective from which this material is written. Seems TSR always assumes that active DM in a gaming group is the only one familiar with the Dungeon Master's Guide and Monstrous Compendium. TSR assumes that the all-powerful DM has a knowledge of the game that goes beyond the average player in the group. This isn't so. Everyone I know who plays AD&D and other games. Okay, now, regardless of what I may know, if we're sitting at a Dragonlance session and I'm not running the table, it does not matter what I know. Even if I've ran and DM'd and written Dragonlance, if I'm not running that table, it does not matter what I know as a PC in that world. Okay? So I can't really call out the DM and say, you're not really doing that right, dude. Dracons, no. Unless I'm running the table. Okay? Unless I'm DMing. Okay? I know. That's the hardest fucking pill that most of you people will ever have to swallow. Okay? But when it comes down to the DM is the one who tells you what goes on. Okay? You always have the option of going and playing with somebody else, but I will definitely tell you that it is always down to the DM. Okay? Alright? Now, their response was, players are forbidden to buy new DM material. It doesn't matter. Many DMs do have a broader knowledge, okay? In practice, for you to point out, like I say, you can see this, you can read it yourself. long as it doesn't destroy the fun. Well, see, and same thing, okay? We don't let players cheese the rules, okay? I'm against that character build shit. Yes, they did character builds because it works like that in a video game. If you're doing it in tournament play. However, if you're at a regular table, guys, it does not matter what you may know about a setting. You fit yourself into the DM's world, and he will tell you what you need to roll, okay? Trust in your DM. Okay, that's all I can say. If he's a shitty DM, you can go get somebody else. All right? Simple as that. If you're not having fun, then you can go play with somebody else. That's the best way that I can put it, guys. Okay? As somebody who's now understood the game and has been fucking with it for over 30 years now, okay? I understand it more now than I ever did. It was not all concise, and it was by the seat of their pants. It's unwieldy, but it's a lot of fun. But I understand now, as far as builds, yes, it does attribute a lot to the video games. They mentioned Mark Washington, Tracy Hickman. Anytime. Issue 151, Laying the Blame. The 2 articles by Tracy Hickman and Frank Metzer that are cited at the end of the latter right there will make excellent reading. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's Tracy was usually the one who had to deal with all the religious fundies when they would send letters into TSR, so I guess he was the one who had to answer a lot of that stuff. Yeah, it's still there. Magical Sieges. Death from Above. Just threw him out. Woo! Skipped. I guess they didn't need time to color all of it, but yeah, they throw him out. Zoom! Whee! It's supposed to be an N. Yep, the last call in. It's just an N. St. Albans. 6 Earlham Street, London. Orc's Nest. That place must have been a trip to be in. The Touch of the Black Hand. Yeah, Thieves Guild for Fantasy Cities. Well, that or Secret Societies. Yeah, the Black Hand. Yeah, criminals, basically. Yep. Twilight 2000. See, that's why a lot of people got stuff confused. World War III. That's why that shit would always come up in search engines. You get a lot of damn. You go search for these illustrations. He's got a knot on his head. Have you seen this newt? Talaslanta game. Bard Games, Greenwich, Connecticut. Cult Personality, Talaslanta, Bard Games. I wonder if they have anything to do with Hello Bard Games. You wonder? I'll have to ask Bill about that. I'm pretty sure Bill knows most of the people in this. He can tell you stuff about shit that's come out in these that I couldn't. Yeah, Bill's been in it a long time. Hell of a lot longer than I have. Okay? Yeah, Bill the Dungeon Delver. Yeah, that's one of you graybeards, buddy. He knows his shit, so. He knows Gary Gygax's family. So, there you go. He's a friend of the family. Yeah. So I'll take his word for it. Anything as far as D&D related, yeah, I'll pretty much take his word for it. He knows his shit. Okay, Kender Hoopak. Okay, here you go. Here's the statistics for the Kender Hoopak. Hoopak. Here we go, guys. Shit. Okay. Hoopak. I hope you can see that. Oops. Might have to knock that back a little bit. A Hoopak is a cross between a bow staff. Well, you've read it right there. You can pause the video and read it. I always keep it. They weigh about 2 pounds. So that's Hoopaks weigh about 2 pounds. That's a stick. I don't know. They usually cannot be purchased. A relative friend gives an adventuring Kender his first Hoopak. Yeah, I mean they're crafted. They're not really purchased. And if it's somebody's Hoopak, and you better hope it's not a family Hoopak. And that is arranged to pick up a Hoopak. So yeah, if you're non-Kender and you got a hold of it, obviously they lost it or the family wants it back. Trust me, it's kind of like a samurai sword. They'll find a way to get a hold of it. Do the monitor and the Erda. Races get racial modifiers, things, skills. The other races on Korean get such modifiers for their corresponding races. Monetized cannot become thieves. Erda have no racial adjustments to thieving skills. The other races and other subways get the standard racial modifiers as described in the second edition. Kender use the halfling modifiers. All sub-races of elves use the elf modifiers and so on for thieves. Okay, so when you've got the class modifiers. Yeah. Oh, this is so good. This is so good, guys. Da-da-da-da-da, yes. I made my own. I sure as shit did. I got it here. By the way, I never did pull that out for y'all, did I? Shit, I guess I need to. Well, let's go ahead and... Yeah, I'll pull that out, and I'll do a Ghostbuster stream, and we'll pull that out. Yeah, I'll do you a Ghostbuster stream one day, and we'll get all the little shit set up. I like having my little windows and stuff changed. I'll put the backgrounds on and all that. Spelljammers, yeah. What is this for? This is up and vault. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Yes, this is about space. Space travel in the D&D game. It was by Bruce Hurd. There you go. Yeah. Artwork by Larry Elmore and Larry Smith. Bam, 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 bam. You was in the presence of royalty, sirs. Look at that. Very important. These are all the moons. I mean, this is fucking... Look at this. Spear of the Mutant General is a Central America. The mutants of Yucatan. Look at that. Got an armadillo or a... I guess that's what it is. It's an aardvark. That's cool. It looks like this. Draken. Oh, hell. That's... Yeah, I've got it. I've got it. I can run it. It's just a little clunky. I don't know. I got to get the manual for it because if I don't, I will be stuck on the screen and I'll end up fucking it up. But yeah, I've got it. I've got it on G. I've got it. I could run it. I could run it if I wanted to. I'd have to set up the stream for it, but I'll do that on another stream. Yeah, we'll run it on another stream. I don't want to get it too much on here, but. Yeah, this is the review for Draken. And it tells you how to operate the game pretty much, yeah. 2 discs and instruction guide. There you go. You know what? Yeah, we'll do a separate stream and I'll pull up this issue and I'll run it. I'm not too familiar with the controls, and I don't want to fumble around with the controls. Thing about PC games, if you don't know what the fuck you're doing, you can waste a lot of time. I've stopped doing that because I get in a lot of trouble on my fucking streams. I'll fuck up and turn shit off. It's not like being on the console. So, I'm going to run Dragon Striker in a minute. I think I might do that. I'll play around to that. Thief on a string. How do you like that shit? The illustrations are great. That's just a damn toy. Look at this artwork. Look at this. Yes, I watched the Fallout Amazon series. I sure did. It's really good. Yeah, it's not too bad. There's some bits and pieces of it that are kind of bullshit, but yeah, I was going to do a small short on that. I'm sorry. Everybody's talking about it, so like I said, it's on Amazon Prime right now. You can get on and watch it. Everybody's watching it right now, so there's not much I can say about it that ain't already been said. It's good. It's good. They actually didn't fuck it up. Con McLaughlin, yeah, ends up playing her daddy. They took the plot of Fallout 1 and 4 and kind of fucking squeezed them all together. Yeah, guy gets his fucking leg blown off and doesn't fucking pass out. And she just screws a new one on after fucking grinding his old meat off. There it is. There it is, guys. There's the Magestones game. I do not have that game. I don't know anything about it. Okay? Yeah, I know absolutely nothing about this at all. Okay? So, yeah, it's something I'd have to look up because I've never played it. I don't know anything about it or how it works. So if anybody knows anything about it, let me know. Like I said, post a comment here on the YouTube or on the Twitch, whatever. Send me a message. All right. You subscribe to my YouTube. It's Injun Joe 8967. You look up Injun Joe and Dragonlance, I'll usually pop up. Legends and lore. Here you go, Timothy. Book, the movie, now the game. The Hunt for Red October. And yes, they had a board game. Tim Amho. There you go. There's your board game. Oh, he's probably got it. He's probably got it. I'll bet you anything he's got it. He might. I don't know. He's familiar with it, I'm sure. Yes, as of late, I have been subbing to a lot of older, wiser YouTubers, not the kids. We're talking people that are older than me that have been in the D&D scene. I tend to defer to those older fellas because they know what the fuck they're talking about. I'm not afraid. You guys aren't even listed in the new player's handbook anymore. Barbarians. Oh shit! Ouch! 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 Yeah, they kind of lost their thing in 2E. Yeah, kind of like the D12. You know, it was very underutilized. The Twilight Empire. They were very fond of using the word Twilight, weren't they? Riffs. Yep. Classic riffs. Uh, Legion of Myth and Build the Dungeon Devil both, I do believe. They fuck with riffs. I'm not too familiar with it, but like I said, they cover it all the time. She got gaming going back 40 years before I was born. Dragon Wars. Oh, that was nice. Red Dragon to Cran and Huma Silver Dragon with Huma on it. Oh, man. Ral Partha, baby. Yeah, those miniatures, the original Dragonlance miniatures, buddy, those do fetch some fucking money. If you can find anybody that still got them. Or even had them ordered. Look at that. Mm-hmm. Robotech, yeah. Yeah, I've got to start running at least one game on these streams just to justify it being on Twitch. So here in just a minute, we'll probably run some Dragon Strike. I'm not sure I can run Draken. I can try it, but yes, I have this. I have all of those. I have every single one of those. Yep, I have every single one of those. I could run one of them if I wanted to. I thought I did, but yeah. AD&D trading cards. That's cool. Those are actual ones you cut out. The magazine. They were probably put on cardstock. Yeah. Yeah. You. Oh, look at that. Oh. Yeah. You get this issue and print it out, buddy boy. Oh. Ooh. Yeah. I know what the fuck I'm going to do here in a little bit then. You bet your butt. Yeah. I'm going to print those out. Ooh, yeah, and I have a nice piece of cardstock to do it with, too. Oh, you bet your butt. You bet your butt. Oh, my Lord. My. Yes, I want them. I will use them. Yes, because it's got Kitty R and Dalamar stats. Look at that shit, boys. Hell yeah. All right. Fuck yeah. All right, what issue is this? It is Dragon Magazine, number 160. What's the issue 160 is what it would be listed under. And it is August 1990. That's pretty damn cool. That's pretty sweet, guys. Alright, guys, we'll be right back. Alright, guys, hold on a minute and we'll be right back. right, guys. I want to thank you all for tuning in. It's really, really wonderful for you guys. And I do once again want to thank you for tuning in and watching my streams and watching other people's Dragonlance streams and helping everybody out. It definitely goes a long way. Okay? None of this, wouldn't be doing this if we didn't love Dragonlance. If we didn't love it, we didn't care about it. Okay, but anyways, I hope y'all enjoyed that. Like I said, there's another illustration to share with you there. The Queen of Darkness, yeah. Let me see if I can find the Kender. Damn it, I had it bookmarked, and then I took the bookmark out. I don't know where my end of the leaves of the end of the last home copy is. I'd pull it up in that. I have to look directly at the lyrics because if I don't, I can't sing it right. Because I have to be able to do the intonation. It's just how my brain works. It's really weird. Okay, it was after Gazella died. Okay, wait a minute. Wait a minute. I know it's here. Hold on. We're looking. I'll sing it and let us roll it out. Hold on. Let me find it. Damn it. Here we go. Alright. One more time, y'all. And we're going to do it with feeling, and we're going to do it with passion. And I don't have... Well, screw it. We're ready? We're going to do it, y'all. Alright? Always before the spring return, the bright world in its cycle spun. In air and flowers, grass and fern, assured and cradled by the sun. Always before you could explain the turning darkness of the earth, and how that dark embraced the rain, and gave the ferns and flowers birth. Already I forget those things, and how a vein of gold survives the mining of 1,000 springs, the season of 1,000 lives. Now winter is my memory, now autumn, now the summer light. So every spring from now will be another season into night. Guys, thank you all for tuning in. It's been a wonderful day. I'm glad to be alive, and that's all that really matters. Once again, it was nice to help out the main Dragonlance channel. I sent him a book. It's not about being first. It's just about our love of Dragonlance. So we can help each other out, and at the same time, we can all enjoy a common thing, which is our love of Dragonlance, tabletop role-playing. We give everybody 2%, some people you can only give 2% to. But if you can take that little bit and put it for the common love of something, like this, I think it's worth it. Alright, guys. Y'all be good, and we'll holler at you a little bit later. This is Injun Joe. Y'all roll on.